Today we're going to talk about how to play the game Caverna. Caverna is designed by UV Rosenberg and published by Mayfair Games. If you've just bought Caverna or you're interested in purchasing it, this video is for you. We're going to go through setup and how to play with 2 players, although it's easily expanded for up to 7 players. Caverna is a game in which you play as a family of dwarves. It's a worker placement game. Your goal is to be the player with the most victory points at the end of the game. To earn victory points, you have to do things such as clear a forest or excavate a mountain. Okay, now for setup, you'll see the board spread out here. It's actually 3 separate boards, and there's various spaces on the board. Now what you're going to do is place a piece, this is a stone piece for example, on the drift mining. It says 1, it has an arrow, so each turn you add 1 stone. Each space is a different space that your dwarves are going to be doing for tasks each turn. You see there's some additional spaces that have numbers on them. Each turn will flip over 1. Okay, this is the board you're going to be working with, and you can see that there's woods, and then this is the mountain. These 2 little guys here are your dwarves, and your dwarves are going to go onto the spaces I just shown you. When you want to go drift mining, let's say you're going to be getting a card like this. It's going to have a cavern and a tunnel, or 2 caverns. And what we're going to do is we're going to take it and we're going to place it on the board. Now you'll see that you have 2 spaces where you can build rooms. This is the board where you're looking at the different types of rooms that you're going to be building inside your cave. These are the dwellings, the oranges. The greens are all resources, different things that you can acquire during the game. And then the yellow, different storages. You might have a main storage or an ore storage. What you're going to do is you see on each card there's a specific cost to it. This one is 1 wood and 1 stone. And so I'll take 1 wood, 1 stone, put it back in the pile, and then what I will do then is take the working cave. I'll take that working cave and I'll place it on my board in the space provided. Okay, now it's time for gameplay. I'm going to go first. I'm going to take my first dwarf and I'm going to choose drift mining because I'd like to get the stone that's available to me, and I would like to start excavating my mountain. So I'm going to take my piece that I've acquired and I'm going to place it in my mountain. I've now excavated 2 places. Abby's going to take her first dwarf, and she's chosen to go logging because she'd like to have all the wood that comes with it so she can build extra buildings. So now it's my turn to take my second dwarf, and I'm going to choose clearing. Now I'm only going to get 1 wood. Abby got 3, but I also get to clear out some of my woods. So I'm going to take this piece that has field and pasture, and I'm going to set it and clear some of my woods. Now Abby wants to clear out some of her mountain as well. She wants to excavate it, so she chose excavation, gets 1 stone, and gets this piece to be able to choose where she wants to put it in her mountain. The first round is already completed. We just take our pieces back. Here's Abby's dwarves, and I take my dwarves and I bring them back home. Okay, for the purposes of this tutorial, for this instructional video, we wanted to skip ahead, and you can see that our lands have really grown, and we have vegetables and we have animals as Abby has, and I have an ore mine and various other rooms here. I'm going to actually send out my first dwarf. What I really need is I need some more stone. So I'm going to go drift mining, and I'm going to grab the stone that's there, and I'm going to place my last piece. It's now Abby's turn. As Abby's taking her turn, you see we each have 3 dwarves now. We've grown our families. Abby wants to furnish a cavern. She has a dog school, which is really going to benefit her for victory points at the end of the game. She wants to buy something. She's 3 wood and 2 stone. She's buying the weapon storage. At the end of round 12, we're going to grab all of our pieces and we're going to start to see how much each piece gives us. I'm going to remove my animals quickly to show you the piece here. This is a pasture. You can see there's 4 victory points there. All the victory points come with a yellow shield on them. I have 2 for a small meadow. I have 2 more victory points for a mining cave. At the end, we have a scorecard, and we're going to look over and see how many victory points we have. That's how you play Caverna. It's moving your dwarves, sending them out to tasks, building up resources, buying rooms, planting, and gaining animals. And at the end of the game, 12 rounds, whoever has the most victory points wins. I hope you enjoyed this instructional video on how to play Caverna, and I hope you purchase it soon. Thank you.